Today we're looking at the rank 1 Misfortune player who's also currently in Master Tier on the Korean solo queue ladder. Alright, we see the invade coming in. Leona should be fine, question mark? Yeah, some summoners are burned here, but no kill for the enemy team. Hello my fellow Misfortunates and welcome to another analysis video. Yeah, Misfortune needs to move, doesn't she? Her jungler is getting invaded. Oh, that's so fishy. Yeah, she's moving. Alright. She's a little late to the party, however. Aurelian's Soul is going to intercept. Ivan should live, right? Yeah, he's fine. What a level 1 party. Come on, guys. Also, the fact that Misfortune killed some minions puts her wave in an awkward situation. Yeah, I mean... this is slow pushing towards the enemy. This is so bad for Red Team. So incredibly bad. You see, Misfortune didn't... She didn't really pay attention, I guess, and so she tried to farm, which now caused this slow push. Meaning that the enemy Ezreal will be able to get quite a bit of a CS lead here. But anyway, yeah, this player is currently rank 1 on, or according to the website, a League of Graphs. If you want to know what that exactly means, then feel free to pause the video and read. Yeah, so let's just say this is a very, very strong Misfortune player on the Korean solo queue ladder who actually knows what he's doing. Compared to, you know, I don't know. I have the feeling that sometimes pro players are... what is this game? I just want to narrate some good Misfortune action, but this is... what? That's the Master Tier Korean Clown Fiesta for you. Yeah, flash for flash. I don't think Misfortune can catch this, though. Okay, heal for the movement speed. Come on, Sarah. Oh, that was sneaky, trying to get the bounce off of the scuttle crab. Oh well. What is this even? Said she definitely needs to recall because she needs to go to her bot lane and because she needs her HP back. So this Misfortune player, unsurprisingly enough, is abusing Manamune. Manamune, as you know, in the current League of Legends environment, is a fundamentally broken item, essentially good on every single AD carry, Misfortune not being an exception. And Manamune, as you know, if you watch this channel on a regular basis, if you don't subscribe, but if you do, also subscribe. But yeah, if you do know that Manamune Misfortune is one of the top tier Misfortune builds at the moment, so no surprise there. This Misfortune player actually sometimes combines the Manamune build with crit, sometimes with lethality and Sanguine Blade, you know, with all the top tier builds. Oh god, come on. Yeah, Misfortune hasn't been in lane for quite a while, and certainly needs to catch up in terms of farm, CS and experience. However, she decides to immediately fight with her Leona and dies. Oh well. Ezreal now with the item advantage, and quite a big one too. Misfortune is at 6 CS, that's not really good. But yeah, the game, it was rather crazy, and farm is not always the most important aspect of League. Something I should definitely personally, well, take into consideration more often, because I oftentimes neglect my team for some CS, which is certainly not what you want to be doing. Oh well, finally back to normal laning. So yeah, this is a Manamune build, or this player goes for Manamune builds, and interestingly enough for Boots of Swiftness too. I guess for the extra mobility, I don't know. Well, it accelerates your build a little bit because Swifties are 200 gold cheaper than Berserker's Greaves. And this player tends to get his attack speed from other sources, such as Stormrazor. What else does he buy? Yeah, the Sanguine Blade, obviously. Sometimes even Zeal items, such as Rapid Fire Cannon. Which is fine when you have Manamune for a damage source, because, or Muramana rather, because a transformed Muramana is pretty much everything you need in terms of damage. So going for more utility is definitely acceptable Oh, this is a bot lane party right there. I feel bad for this Ezreal right now. And for the Karma too, but you know, I'm an AD carry player, so I certainly sympathize with this poor soul more than with the support player. But yeah, nice gank. Graves should definitely disengage. He's too early. It's still 4 versus 2 in red team's favor. Yeah, Graves doesn't get anything, just dies. This is why you never engage with numbers disadvantage. Graves did have the Aurelian Soul backup, but first of all he didn't wait for him. And second of all, this would still be a 2 versus 4, which means you need to fight against twice as many auto attacks and twice as many abilities. So some people being low HP doesn't really matter, because you will die. It's pretty much guaranteed. Never fight with numbers disadvantage. Super crucial. Okay, so instead of going for an early tier, this player, this Misfortune, does indeed decide to go for Serrated Dirk early, just for the extra pressure to snowball item advantage, or to snowball the item advantage into a bigger advantage in lane. Because truth be told, Tear of Goddess is an awful item. It's not good. It doesn't give any combat stats and it costs an awful lot of money. So it does always put you into a power trough. So yeah, this player deciding to delay the Muramana power spike in favor of an early game damage spike with Serrated Dirk, which is certainly viable. Oh, that was so greedy. In a situation like this, you always just wait until the wave pushes into you. Going in there is just, yeah, cost them so much HP. But with Ivern backup, they have this. Alright. But yeah, if you want to play it safe, you just let the wave push under your tower and then farm it without losing any HP. Twisted Fate should ulti there, or does he have ulti? He's certainly approaching. Yeah, again, numbers disadvantage. 4 people on the red team, 3 people on the blue team. You know where this is going. Big shutdowns coming here. Crazy. But yeah, this is exactly why you need to pay attention to numbers. The team who has more people actively in the fight participating is likely going to win. Even if you're at a big gold disadvantage, just having extra manpower there makes a big difference. It's also the reason why you should never spend too much time on a side lane farming in the mid to late game as an AD carry, because then you're by yourself, essentially split pushing, and once enemies start approaching, you're on your own, nobody's going to help you, so you need to be constantly on the move as to not get collapsed on and assassinated. So right now, Misfortune finished the Manamune without needing to go through the tier component part, which is certainly nice. I mean, this is the latest point where you should complete Manamune when you go for that. You would certainly not complete like Sanguine Blade before it, but after Serrated Dirk, that crit damage. Oh, now we see the Twisted Fate ulti. But yeah, obviously delaying your Manamune a little bit for early power is viable, but not indefinitely. You need to stack that tier component eventually. So yeah, the first item you complete should indeed be Manamune, which is what we see right here. And yeah, this should be a free Drake for red team. They got the people off the map, they're in base. Misfortune can now push one extra wave under tower and then recall again to upgrade her items. Got the cannon minion. Alright, yeah, taking one plating, then backing off. You see, enemy team comes back to lane with just having spent all their gold on items and with full HP and full mana. So you definitely don't want to be chilling there indefinitely. You're not actually strong when you get kills, you're only strong when you go base and spend that gold on items. What a top lane party, oh my god. Misfortune, however, just returned to lane, having bought her items. And yeah, she overextended a little bit. Now she needs to all in. She got caught, Ezreal's there, and she's dead. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. don't want to be spending too much time by yourself farming, because that just invites enemies to collapse on you. And this is exactly what happened right there. Misfortune got careless, tried to push the wave, not respecting the fact that Karma and Ezreal might just run her down. Alright, Misfortune respawned back on her way to lane. Twisted Fate was looking if there was a potential ult play, but I mean the enemy team are not stupid. They're still high elo Korean solo queue players, so they obviously use the right tactics, which means they push in the wave themselves and then recall to upgrade their items, not getting caught by the enemy, or not getting into a fight with enemies who have item advantage. Yeah, we saw Karma backing right there. What is this top side of the map? Oh my god. Yeah, but Misfortune obviously now pushes, or tries to push in the tower as fast as possible, while the enemy bot lane is base. And, well, she's not best equipped to do that. With an early Sanguine Blade and Berserker's Greaves, this is obviously way faster. But, this player is definitely going for the late game power spikes instead of the early push advantage and the rotations. Obviously he has bought a lot of attack damage, so he still does decent damage to towers, but it's not the pure not the pure map pressure style that you go for when you build Sanguine Blade first. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah, shooting True Shot Barrage from out of vision gives you very little time to react, especially when you look at what is going on the map elsewhere. You can get hit by that off guard quite a bit. And now Misfortune half HP. If the enemy's there, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This perfectly sets up a dive. However, notice how Misfortune immediately ran towards her tier 2 tower, preventing enemies from getting behind her, which means she is not diveable. If enemies get behind you, especially when playing an immobile AD carry, you have nowhere to run and you will die. So anticipating that and running before they can catch up to you, that's super crucial. A super crucial tactic you need to employ when playing AD carry. Yeah, and because of that, Misfortune got out of that situation more or less unscratched and can now push in the wave. She does have some lifesteal from her runes, so yeah, that actually starts to show. She's almost full HP again. Now she can take the tower fairly easily, I would assume. Yeah, and now you definitely move. Push past river, roam. Take tower, roam. Do something else. Do not stay there. Do not continue pushing there. You're getting so deep into enemy territory, and you're so easily killable. Yeah, they just took the objective. They got a bunch of gold. You obviously go base, upgrade your items. You see, now she gets the Sanguine Blade, which should put a lot more pressure on the enemy towers with the extra attack speed. Against towers, attack speed and attack damage and lethality are the only stats that work. And Sanguine Blade gives all three of those stats. So it's essentially the split pushing tower taking item. And you see she catches the wave top lane. However, I don't think she will be pushing into the tower all the way, because that would be too risky, right? Whenever you go top lane after you took bot lane tower, you can't actually lane normally unless your support is with you and your jungler is topside. Both of which are not the case, so Misfortune is not taking the risk quite smartly, and instead rotates. Yeah, she found the Graves. However, he just disengaged, so nothing to worry about there. Or actually, okay, that was just careless. Again, she knew Graves was in the area, and then she got caught off guard by the Aurelion Sol. Yeah, this is why you need to, again, when you wander around by yourself, you need to make sure nobody finds you, so nobody can assassinate you. This is why you always need to keep rotating or keep grouping with your team. And Misfortune was spotted and did not have any teammates to back her up. So yeah, she risked dying, and she lost the gamble there, actually dying to the Aurelion Sol. Yeah, Misfortune's respawning, or she's respawned going top lane, which is fine. Her team should have the dragon quite easily. Oh, okay. Good on her that she checked this bush. Again, Graves, again, trying to get the dive, but yeah, as long as you notice they're there, you can prevent them from getting behind you, and then you're pretty much safe. Once more, nobody's really with her. Leona is not there, so she can't just stand there and be pushing. She needs to keep rotating, establish vision, so she's not caught. Oh, that's a good flash ult. That should, almost. I was so sure this would get both of them. But hey, she still got one, and the other one's so low that they can't fight any longer, which should mean that red team can now push in the wave and take down that mid tower. Especially with a finished Sanguine Blade, that should be fairly easy. Alright, team, however, trying to get Rift Heralds, which is fair enough. It's definitely a risk-free objective, and you know my mantra, take the free stuff, win the game. Whenever there's a free objective on the map, you should definitely be looking to pressure it. And now Miss Fortune can actually look to take the top tower, because she does have backup. You should never hit the enemy tower as an AD carry unless it's absolutely free. And right now, she had the set to bail her out. She also has 2 team members nearby who can react in time, and a Twisted Fate with ulti. So yeah, attacking this tower is certainly safe. And you see now they're pushing in the wave, and it's not much it's not much blue team can do about it. The red tower is just gone here. No, the blue tower is just gone. Oh, it's so confusing just looking at their team with the red colors, but it's actually the team we're spectating. Again, the same concept applying. Top tower just fell, which means you go elsewhere on the map to create pressure there, because the enemy still needs to respond to the minion wave building up. And now we see Rift Tower at mid lane, which cracks open that tier 1 tower. In case you don't know, mid lane tower is the most important objective in the game, because it covers so many jungle entrances at once. Oh, that's a good opportunity. Misfortune a little bit late there. Looking for the ulti still. Yeah, this is also fine-ish. Earlier it would have been better because they were all in this choke point. But with Sanguine Blade, you're not reliant, or you're not relying on your ult completely. But yeah, Misfortune certainly missed a good opportunity there to get a huge amount of damage off. This sets her team back by a little bit. Yeah, just make sure you don't get dove. Okay, wave's clear. Yeah, Misfortune's full HP. This should be good. Ivan is though. Yeah, so she now takes this wave and then probably rotates again. Yeah, just making sure not to get caught. Never tunnel vision on farm, or else these 3 dudes are there to kill you. The wave will now reset in the middle, but this is fine-ish. Misfortune should not risk staying there by herself. She knows the enemy is nearby. Yeah, I see Make It Rain coming out to check for vision. Now with Leona, she can actually afford to take 1 more wave. Nothing can happen really. Yeah, push past river, roam. Again, waves past river, Misfortune roams. Even if that just means taking jungle camps, you need to keep your farm high, while at the same time staying safe and not opening yourself up to getting killed by the enemy assassins or mages or whatever. AD carries can get one-shot by almost everybody, so unless they are extremely weak, everyone is at least a low-tier threat. So yeah, again, push past river, roam, farm some jungle camps in this case, and then collect the mid lane wave. Dragon spawning soon. Red team definitely needing to prepare that now. That engage. Come on, Leona, you can do it. Okay, yeah, the enemy team reacted too well. But now they're overextending a little bit. This could be an opening for Leona. Yeah, there's the flash, ulti. This should be good. I don't know why they're still chasing. They should just take Drake at this point. Enemy team cannot contest here. And again, take the free stuff, win the game. This Drake's absolutely free. Also, at 21 minutes, and with that HP deficit, the blue team should be too weak to counter Baron. Yeah, they took the mid tower, which is okay-ish. Ah, okay, she dodged it. Nice, this should be a good fight. Had Misfortune tanked that Ezreal ulti, this would be very risky. But like this should be safe. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I thought this was better for the red team here. But luckily Misfortune coming out of this alive. But yeah, now she definitely needs to base. You see, now she's moving into the crit utility item Stormrazor for her next purchase. This is still not as much attack damage as simply buying Berserker's Greaves, but it's still quite a bit, and the slow allows you to kite even more effectively in 1v1 situations. Stormrazor slow plus Sanguine Blade attack speed is quite effective at kiting. And yeah, now Misfortune doesn't really have... okay, she does have something to farm, I was about to say. But yeah, top lane is close enough to for her to farm safely. Yeah, now she takes the jungle camp. Again, not risking anything. That's a weird Baron call. You normally don't want to try and take Baron when all of the enemies are alive. You can treat Baron essentially as at least one extra enemy player. So if you're taking Baron and Baron attacks you, you're significantly weaker, and then the enemy team can easily kill you. And potentially also steal Baron. So yeah, you always want to generate an opening first before going for Baron. Aurelian's Soul top lane. So red team does have numbers advantage in mid lane. Yeah, this is the engage. They see Aurelian's Soul is not nearby, and due to that, force a fight with Leona engage and win through numbers advantage. And now they can take Baron, exactly. Now they do have more players on the map than the enemy team, which means they can afford to do this. Normally you would need a little... damage. You would need a little bit more than just the enemy support being down. But they also have gold advantage and therefore item advantage, so this is fine. Yeah, Ivan can protect MF here. Now she got the transformed Muramana, which means her damage is through the roof all of a sudden. Yeah, you see, Muramana transformed, fully charged. And with the on-hit damage, using your mana pool as an additional weapon, yeah, that's crazy damage, especially because of the interaction between Muramana and Presence of Mind. This interaction will be removed very soon, by the way, which is a good thing in my opinion. It just makes it so easy to abuse Manamune as an item. Yeah. Enemy comes, you just turn, you don't want to risk a smite 50-50. As an AD carry, from an AD carry's perspective, you don't want to turn immediately, you need to wait until your team turns. You are the last one to turn, because if your jungler still decides to do Baron, and your other team members are just trying to buy time by using their crowd control here, you as the AD carry are a main source of damage against that Baron, so you definitely need to stick to Baron and keep attacking it. Alright, so another reset, upgrade the items, Misfortune going for a Zeal here, probably building towards Rapid Fire Cannon, which is quite nice when you have all the on-hit damage from Muramana plus the on-hit slow from Stormrazor. And, well, most of you probably know this, but there's a very unique interaction between Misfortune's Q and the item's item Rapid Fire Cannon. Normally, well, first of all, Rapid Fire Cannon increases your auto-attack range when you're energized. This, however, also applies to Misfortune's Q, because Misfortune's Q always has the same range as her auto-attack. So, not only do you get the extra range on your Q, but also, normally the energized proc is consumed as soon as your auto-attack starts to travel. So as soon as it starts going through mid-air, the energizer proc is gone. However, with Misfortune's Q, the energizer proc is consumed only when the Q connects. So while it's mid-air, you still have it available. So you can press Q on the target from 700 range. And while your Q bullet is mid-air, you can then auto-attack also from 700 range. So you get two attacks from 700 range from the same energizer proc, which is obviously very strong. If only Rapid Fire Cannon gave attack damage, then this item would be so good on Misfortune. Oh well, it is a situational item, in my opinion. With this build, I think it can work, because Muramana takes care of your damage. And yeah, now Red Team obviously is very strong at sieging, with Baron buff, and with Misfortune being able to tap the tower from 700 units. But yeah, they need to play the split pushing game correctly. Right now they're bringing Baron buff to multiple lanes, but this also means that in mid lane you only have 4 people, and you don't necessarily want to force a fight. This is obviously good because they caught them and Twisted Fate can react instantly with his ulti. But whenever you're split pushing like this, whenever you try to bring Baron buff, this is the best example. Bring Baron buff to multiple lanes, you don't want to actually fight, you just want to apply pressure to the towers. Look at that damage, that's crazy. That's all Manamune. Or mostly Manamune. Well, Manamune is a big part. Let's not try to discredit Stormrazor and Sanguine Blade here. But yeah, those auto attacks were meaty. And now, obviously, blue team can no longer defend. But if you want to see the best Misfortune builds, in my opinion, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.